The Roman emperor, who was buried alive, Emperor Zeno, was an outsider to his people. He succeeded his own son. Zeno was overthrown, but regained his throne. Then he saw the fall of the Western Roman Empire. He also ended up being buried alive, and his own wife refused to save him. Zeno was born to Basiliscus. He came from the isolated district of Isauria. The Isaurians were seen as barbarians by the Byzantines, so Basiliscus changed his name to Zeno to fit in. He went on to have a prestigious military career. Zeno defended Constantinople against Attila in 447. He eventually caught the eye of Byzantine Emperor Leo I. Zeno foiled the plot against him. He was appointed consul and then master of soldiers. As a reward for his loyalty, he was married to Leo's daughter, Ariadne. A match with foreigners was unseen in the Byzantine Empire, but Leo valued Isaurian power and Zeno himself. They later joined forces against a Germanic warlord named Aspar. Aspar was killed, and Germanic influence was reduced. Zeno and Ariadne produced one male, Leo II. When Leo I died, his grandson was just 7. Because he was too young to rule, Zeno ascended the throne. His son died shortly afterward. Zeno was not secure on the throne. His people still saw him as a barbarian. His mother-in-law and her brother, Verina and Basiliscus, began plotting against him. Zeno discovered the conspiracy. He fled to his homeland, leaving the throne to Basiliscus. Basiliscus was a horrible emperor. He allowed Germanic influence to rise again. He killed many Isaurians in Constantinople. General Lilius ultimately turned against him. He allied with Zeno, and they regained Constantinople in 476. Basiliscus was hated by his own people, so Zeno was practically welcome. He starved his defeated rival to death. Zeno's personality was very controversial. Evagrius painted him as a depraved coward. Other historians believe he was a pious ruler. During his reign, barbarians raided the Byzantine Empire, but the biggest event of Zeno's rule was beyond his control. Shortly after he regained the throne, the Western Roman Empire fell. The young Emperor Romulus was overthrown. His father, Julius Nepos, couldn't suppress the rebellion. He had fled to Dalmatia earlier. Odoacer, a barbarian general, rose to power. He didn't style himself as an emperor. Instead, he called himself the King of Italy. Zeno acknowledged his supremacy, but he wanted Odoacer to accept Julius Nepos as the Western Emperor. Odoacer technically did. He still minted coins with Nepos's and Zeno's faces. Nepos himself never made a move to regain power. Zeno ruled the Eastern Roman Empire until his death. He officially died from an undetermined illness. It could have been dysentery or epilepsy. However, Zeno was reputedly buried alive. His presumably dead body was placed in a sarcophagus. Soon, cries for help started emanating from the box. Empress Ariadne let no one near his tomb. She obviously hated her husband. After all the upheaval, poor Zeno wasn't even allowed to die in peace.